Fight fans, buckle up. Las Vegas woke up early and the champs showed up on time. Magomed Ankalaev and Alex Pereira each hit 204.5, locking their light heavyweight title rematch. Minutes later, Merab HUMILIATES made a stone-cold 135 and Cory Sandhagen cruised in at 134.5, stamping the bantamweight co-main as official. Only blemish on a 14-fight card was Macy Chiasson, who arrived last and heavy at 137.5 for her bantamweight bout with Yana Santos. She forfeits 25% to Santos, and the fight moves forward at catchweight. Santos fired a clean right hand on social after, basically saying show up like a pro or don't sign. Outside of that, smooth sailing, 2 gold belts, 4 dialed-in athletes, and 0 excuses. Who you got after the scales told the truth? Ankalaev or Pereira, Merab or Cory? Enter your picks below and tell me the round and method. Ankalaev says the arena will cry, Pereira vows payback. The evening face-offs cranked the temperature. Ankalaev walked into a chorus of boos and didn't blink. The champion raised his voice over the crowd and promised the switch flips Saturday night with one line that rattled the boards. All of these people tomorrow are going to cry. Pereira, all war paint and stillness, stared through him and answered just once he is going to pay for everything he said, and everything said in his name he cannot hide anymore. Their first fight was clinical from Ankalaev. This time, the body language says collision course, not chess match.
Слова закончились. Я заставлю этих всех плакать завтра.
The words are over. All of these people tomorrow are gonna cry.
Good luck to you, sir. The champion, ladies and gentlemen, Magomed Ankalaev.
Sandhagen invites pressure. Merab welcomes violence. Cory Sandhagen has told anyone with a microphone to keep that same energy after the fight. If you have spent all week calling Merab the greatest and unbeatable, he wants to hear you repeat it when he is holding the belt. It is a savvy bit of framing from a technician who lives on rhythm and reads. Merab did not bother with framing. I am just ready, my goal is to knock him out, but I am ready for whatever I am winning tomorrow. The champ's cadence is the same as his game plan walk forward cut, exits build minutes until will breaks. Sandhagen's answer is timing and placement. If the early stance switches and feints get Merab biting, we will know fast. If not, expect fence work, mat returns, and a long night of decisions made under duress. Dustin Poirier versus Nate Diaz on X, a spelling jab that might become a boxing fight. The back and forth between Dustin Poirier and Nate Diaz refuses to retire, even if Poirier says he has. Dustin floated the idea of 12 rounds under Zuffa boxing, and Diaz immediately accepted while questioning whether Poirier is even allowed post-retirement. Poirier clapped back by clowning Nate's spelling and kept the door open. The history is real. Their New York booking collapsed in 2018, and both men still treat it like a debt. Diaz has already boxed Jake Paul and Jorge Masvidal. Poirier has one more itch. Even the grammar trash talk is just wind up for a fight that prints attention in any arena. PFL Dubai, judging uproar. Usman Nurmagomedov wins, scorecards steal the spotlight. 5 taut rounds between Usman Nurmagomedov and Paul Hughes ended in a unanimous decision for Usman and an internet explosion over a 50-45 card that almost no one saw coming. Many observers had it 48-47 either way. One judge agreed, the other 2 went wide. Add in 2 called low blows and a 3rd uncalled, plus a post-horn head clash with no point deductions, and you get the recipe for another judging refereeing cycle of outrage. The takeaway is the same as always: close fights deserve close scores, and when administrative moments pile up, they eclipse the athlete's work. Ankalaev's next man wish list if he wins points to a fresh face, not familiar foes. Asked who should be next with a successful defense, Ankalaev glanced right past divisional staples like Jiri Prochaska and Khalil Roundtree and pointed at Carlos Ulberg. He called the others yesterday's news and labeled Ulberg the interesting streak that needs stopping. It is the classic champion pose, embrace the riser before the hype snowballs, while reminding everyone that he does not pick, he fights whoever the company places in front of him. If Ulberg's Perth knockout of Dominic Reyes was a message, Ankalaev just wrote back, received. Israel Adesanya is riding with his old rival this weekend. On his YouTube channel, the former two-time middleweight champ said he's picking Alex Poatan Pereira to avenge his loss to Magomed Ankalaev at UFC 320.
I think Alex will be more prepared for this fight. He's more motivated. He hasn't lost that light heavyweight and had that fire where it's like, fuck man, I gotta get this back. It's something different we want to get back. So for this fight, I'm gonna go Alex Pereira. I don't know if he finishes Magomed because I've never seen Magomed finished. But I don't. It's not gonna be an easy fight. It's not gonna be an easy fight based on the first fight from what I've seen. Alex will have to gain Magomed's respect heavily straight away for it to be a finish.
Take away his confidence that he got from the last
Exactly,
fight.
from the last fight. Just shut down that confidence. I understand. I've done it before. Did I do it to Alex? Yeah, I've done it to Alex before as well. But look, it's easier said than done. But I think Alex can do it. So yeah, I'm gonna go Poatan
By decision, not devastation. Adesanya, who shared 4 fights with Pereira across kickboxing and MMA and later forged mutual respect with him, believes Poatan's mindset is the X factor. He never truly lost the light heavyweight crown in his heart, and now carries the specific hunger of a man trying to take back what he feels was his. Izzy still calls it a hard fight, easier said than done, given how the first meeting looked. But he expects a sharper, more prepared Pereira to flip the script over 5 rounds in Las Vegas. A heavy note to end the reel. Arthur Jones, Super Bowl winner with the Ravens and older brother to John and Chandler Jones, has passed at 39. Reports say emergency services responded to his Syracuse home after his pacemaker alerted doctors, and he had a pre-existing heart condition. Arthur was a 2-time first-team All-Big East at Syracuse, a 5th-round pick who became a load-bearing wall in Baltimore's title run. He sacked Colin Kaepernick in Super Bowl 47, recovered a fumble, and walked off with a ring. He played for the Ravens, Colts, and Washington, and finished with 173 tackles and 10 sacks. The Ravens called his presence a gift, his energy infectious, and his love for people obvious. For a family that has lived so much of its life inside bright lights and loud rooms, tonight is quiet. Condolences to everyone who loved him. One last breath before the cage door shuts. Weigh-ins are banked, words are spent, and Saturday decides everything. If you are Team Ankalaev or Team Pereira, Team Merab or Team Sanhagen, plant your flag below. Then hit subscribe and tap the bell so you are here for the post-fight breakdowns, the controversy autopsy, and the next wave of matchups that spill out of a night like this.